Life does not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
When most people think of India, they picture this. And this. But the internet just got a reality check because this is also in there. For years, social media, especially TikTok, has been feeding us the same recycled stereotypes, unhygienic, street food compilations, weird India videos of women always portrayed in traditional saris like it is still the 1800s. But then Tyla, the Grammy-winning queen, will give us "Make Me Sweat, Make Me Water, Make Me Lose My Breath, Make Me Harder." And she's currently dominating with Chanel. For me, Chanel. For me, Chanel.
Sense that you gotta put in Chanel. Put in Chanel. I say love me and put me Chanel. I say love me and put me Chanel. I say love me and put me Chanel. Yo.
Indian woman showed up looking like that, designer fits, flawless makeup, styled to the perfection. And some people were genuinely shocked, like, what? They forgot that India has something like 1.4 billion people, and maybe, just maybe, they don't all look like your TikTok For You page. Real talk. TikTok has not been kind to India's image, for the longest time. The algorithm was pushing the same type of content, street food that looks questionable, overcrowded spaces, poverty, tourism. And don't get me wrong, those realities exist, but when that is the only narrative, it creates this warped perception where people forget India is also home to Bollywood. Its massive tech industry, luxury fashion, and some of the most beautiful architecture in the world. Don't forget that. Talking about the fashion scene alone, India has been producing world-class designers for decades. But if your only exposure is through viral shock content, you will never know that. Even Bollywood, which could have been balanced, the narrative sometimes lean too hard into the traditional aesthetic, every woman in sari, every scene over the top, dramatic, those scenes where everything is super, super dramatic. Attention, no shade to Bollywood, I love the chaos, but it definitely reinforced this idea that Indian women only dress or look one way. So when Tyla's concert happened and the internet saw Indian women in designer streetwear, board makeup, modern fits, they were shocked. They were like, what? But for me, it shouldn't have been surprising, it shouldn't have been surprising, but it was.
My eyebrows wasn't raised because I didn't think that there was baddies in India. My eyebrow was raised because I was fascinated to see baddies in different fonts. That's what it is. Like, for me personally, seeing baddies in different fonts is fascinating.
December 7th, 2025, Tyla performs at the India Sneaker Festival in Mumbai, her first time in India ever. Now, Tyla's got India heritage, through her dad, if I don't make mistake. And this wasn't just another stop for her, like a simple tour for her. No, she was genuinely excited to connect with that side of her roots.
Now I say Tyla, we wanna party.
She even wore this stunning costume sari inspired outfit designed by Nancy Tyagi, a viral Indian fashion creator, mint green, sheer sparkly with a bindi. I think it's called bindi. So if I make a mistake with the pronunciation, don't forget to tell me in the comments. But the fit was immaculate. I was impressed, like a perfect 10 over 10. Tyla posted about it, the internet went crazy, and Nancy Tyagi got a massive boost. We will come back to Nancy in a minute, because there is a drama there too. Here's where it gets interesting, Someone filmed the crowd at Tyla's concert and posted it with the caption saying something like, "This is how injured bodies turn up for the Tyla concert," and the internet lost its mind. It went crazy. It was like a massive, massive viral thing. People were shocked, Comments like, wait, Inja's girl look like this? I didn't know Inja's had badges like that. Which is wild because, yes, obviously, India has over 1 billion people, but you really think that they are all just sitting around in one aesthetic? Do you really think that? Indian women have been doing this for years. The influencers, the models, everyday people, they have been serving looks for years, guys. The internet just wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. Now let's talk about Nancy Tyagi because her story is part of this too, and it is so complicated because Nancy Tyagi went viral earlier this year when she showed up to Ken's, into that costume gown. She claimed to have hand stitched herself.
मतलब बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मेरा ड्रीम भी नहीं था इतना बड़ा तो जिधर मैं अभी खड़ी हूँ और
She became the face of anyone can make it, energy, and people loved her, and she was the most beautiful at Kent for me. She slayed.
Stupid bitch.
Unfortunately, receipts came out. Turn house, the Ken's dress might have been brought from a boutique in Mumbai, for something around 25k rupees. I think it's rupees, yeah. Not handmade. And there were also allegations, about her not paying her team and taking credit for a work other did. Now, I'm not here to counsel Nancy, but it does add, context to the Tyla collaboration. Nancy claims she stayed up all night hand making Tyla's outfit, Tyla's sari outfit. And given that Kane's drama, people are side-eyeing her, like saying something like, did she make it herself? Did her team do it? We don't know for sure. But what we do know is the outfit was fire. Tyla loved it and it became part of that viral moment. But it is a reminder that even feel-good stories can be messy. Nancy got a huge opportunity, but her credibility has been questioned, and that is something the internet won't let slide. So what's the bigger picture here? The viral moment isn't just about fashion or concert. It's about visibility and how limited, our perspectives can be when we only consume one type of content. The algorithm shows you what you engage with, and if you only clicking on weird India videos. That is all you see. Simple as that. And honestly, this applies to every culture. When we reduce countries to stereotypes, we miss out on so much richness and complexity. And shout out to Tyla for using a platform to enlighten this, whether she intended to or not. At the end of the day, this is a fun, feel good, viral moment, but it's also a reminder to check our biases and ask ourselves, what else are we missing because of the fucking content we consume? India has baddies, it always has. The internet just needed a Grammy-winning pop star and a concert video to figure it out. Now, I want to hear from you. Were you surprised by this viral moment? Do you think stereotypes, about other culture are shifting, or are we still in the same patterns? Drop your thought in the comment, and if you are South Asian, I would love to hear how the moment, made you feel. I want to know if it was validating for you, frustrating, or both. If you made it that far, hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.